Let's take a look at conditional statements and Venn diagrams. So a Venn diagram is like we have shown up here, the fruit with the apple. A Venn diagram used to describe relationships between things. And notice the apple is contained fully within the fruit oval. That means that anything that's an apple is a fruit, which is true. If we wanted to write that as an if-then statement, okay, conditional statements are often written in if-then form. Okay, so we know that if it's in this white oval, it's automatically inside the yellow, which means if it's an apple, it's automatically a fruit. So that is one statement we could use. If it is an apple, then it is a fruit. Okay, let's try another one. This one's a little more geometry, but again, we have a Venn diagram. That's when you use ovals or circles to represent sets of things. We have a triangle here. This oval, notice that's completely contained within a polygon. Notice there are other kinds of polygons. Squares are polygons, and rectangles are polygons. Okay, so we could have more things here, but all we have right now is the triangles and the polygons. We want to form that into an if-then statement. So if what, then what? What is automatic? Well, if it's a triangle, if it's in this one, then it's automatically a polygon, because notice the triangle space is totally inside of the polygon. So our if-then statement would be if it is a triangle, then it is a polygon. Right, here's one that is more algebra based, but again we have a Venn diagram. It shows us a relationship. This means the number is less than 0, and this means the number is less than 3, which we know to be true. If something is smaller than 0, well, it has to be smaller than 3 because 0 is smaller than 3. And notice the Venn diagram does show that this x is less than 0 is completely within x being less than 3. So here we fill in our information. If what, then what? Okay, if this happens, then automatically this happens, is how this works. Okay, so we start with if x is less than 0, then x is automatically less than 3. That's what our if-then statement would look like for that Venn diagram. Okay, here's the other direction. We've got an if-then statement, and we're asked to put it in a Venn diagram. So let's take a look. How would you represent this conditional statement in a Venn diagram? If something is a couch, then it must be furniture. So we want couch has to be somewhere. So let's say we have an item and it's a couch. We want it to automatically be a furniture if it's anywhere inside of this. So that means the furniture has to be bigger because it has to enclose the couch. Okay, and it would be furniture. So to represent it as a Venn diagram, we would put couch in an oval inside of the furniture oval, and that would represent our if something is a couch, then it must be furniture as a Venn diagram.